Season's greetings and happy holidays. My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench for a brand new episode here on the 12 Sprues of Kit-mas. We are moving on today with build day number 8. Just go ahead and grab the box and check out what we're going to be building on today's episode. Last time I built a kit, a bit of an oldie but a goodie. Had a lot of fun with that one. So let's go ahead and punch on through this last one here for row 2 and see what we have in store for us today. Kind of fish around in here, find that label. Oh, there it is, taped up against the wall, so it's nice and secure. Let's go ahead and just rip that out of there. And all right, we got the label. Let's go ahead and check it out. We need to pull off that tape first so we don't obscure the image. And let's go ahead and see what we have in store for build day number 8. It is the UH-60 Blackhawk. This is a Revell kit. It's kind of an odd looking kit, to be honest. It's a bit of a different scale. And this is one of those that didn't make it into the very first running there on the first season of 12 Sprues. So I decided to throw it into season 5. And yeah, as you can see, it's not been built yet. Everything is original poly bag. We've got decals, instructions, all that good stuff. So let's see how this builds up. Now the instructions themselves show that there is not a lot of detail here in the cockpit or the crew compartment. There's just nothing really in there. A couple of seats, couple of flight control sticks, that's about it. So I think what I want to go ahead and do is black out the canopy and just leave it alone. Maybe make it an ornament or possibly a little desk stand or something like that, but I don't think I want to go ahead and make it as any sort of display model because there's nothing much really to display. Now this kit is a bit on the older side, but we do have recessed panel lines and the parts look okay. Like I said, not a lot of detail though. I don't know how it's going to build up, but I say let's jump in, let's just get going on it, right? Let's go ahead and build up what we can. After that, a little bit of cleanup here and there, but then I need to go ahead and mask off the canopies, get that all nicely painted, and eventually prime up the entire aircraft. So let's go ahead and jump in there, guys, to the very first time lapse. Let's go ahead and push on through. Let's see what we can do. Let's build ourselves a Blackhawk. so we are back and we've got everything nicely primed. I gotta tell you, this kit has not really gone together very well. I've had a lot of fit issues. Nothing really wants to go together without a lot of cleanup, and even then there's some steps and gaps that I just cannot get rid of, and nor do I want to take the time to actually do that because these parts are incredibly brittle. Actually just taking off both of the little landing gears off the sprue, both of them snapped in half. I had to go back and repair those and then I could go ahead and install them. So I wouldn't say this is actually a really sturdy kit. A lot of these parts are super brittle, but we've got everything assembled, we've got everything installed, and we're going to go ahead and black out the windows, so that's not a big deal there. No detail, like I said, on the interior, but what I want to go ahead and do is I don't want this to be an ornament because the rotor is so large, I don't think I can actually hang it on my tree. So instead, I found this stand out of my USS Shenzhou kit that I built a while back on Sci-Fi. We're going to go ahead and use that as a stand for this little helicopter. I think that's going to be kind of a nifty, neat thing, and honestly, I don't think it's going to be anything worth like a showcase piece or anything like that, so it'll probably just go up on a shelf somewhere in the back, just kind of as ambiance, have it kind of hang out back there. First thing I do have to go ahead and do though is I need to go ahead and install the coupling between the base and the aircraft, and I want to go ahead and kind of get it a bit more balanced, so we're going to go ahead and drill a hole first with my hobby knife, and then we'll come on back with a drill bit and we'll go ahead and auger that out. We can install this little ball and socket joint. That'll allow us to position the helicopter in sort of different angles and whatnot, so kind of fun. I don't know if I'll really be doing much with this kit after I build it, but hey, you know what? It's all good. It's still a lot of fun to go ahead and experiment and try different things. So let's go ahead and get this all nicely mounted up, and then we're going to jump in and we're going to do some painting. I'm going to be using that nice US Army olive drab by Gunzy. We're going to go ahead and overcoat that and then come in with a flat coat. Then we can go ahead and do some Tamiya panel line shading, and then we'll blend it all together, give it a sealant coat, and we'll be back and I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, let's keep it going. We're almost done. All right, everybody, we are back and day number 8 is all finished up. We've got a completed Black Hawk helicopter, but I gotta tell you, we had some trouble. The parts were super brittle. The decals were all cracked up. None of the parts fit well. Everything was super limited detail, and the clear parts also did not want to drop into place. So nothing really fit right with this kit at all. But as you can see, we do have a finished Black Hawk, and we did go ahead and mount it on that stand from our USS Shenzhou. So not actually all that terrible. I think at a good 5 feet, it's gonna look absolutely absolutely fine. But yeah, overall though, we have finished it up. Build day 8 is in the books, so we can move on to build day 9. And I'm actually happy because this kit, like I said, nothing fit right. Everything was super brittle. I had almost every single part here break. I had weapons break. I had rotor blades break. In fact, I had a nasty break right on one of these. I had to go ahead and super glue and sand and clean up. So that was unfortunate. Then even the rear rotor wanted to break. Both of my landing gears snapped off. I had to kind of work on that to get it in there. It was just a nightmare, guys. I don't know what happened, but again, the age of the plastic is probably something to contend with for sure. Like I said, at 5 feet, you're not going to notice. It looks fine. It'll go up on a shelf. No one will notice it. It'll be fine. I actually love the stand, one of my high points of the build, and that came off the USS Shenzhou, and I think it's a nice little addition to the kit. Get your real quick zoom in here. As you can see, we've got fit issues, we've got steps, we've got gaps. I could not get this thing to look as good as I'd like it to, but it did kind of encourage me to maybe go out and actually get a real decent helicopter model, give one of those a shot, because this was fun in its own way, just not an easy kit to build. The rotor blades look okay, even though I did snap one of them. They're decent enough. We didn't put any decals on because the decals just absolutely were terrible. I mean, I'm not missing much, just a little US Army logo on the back, but otherwise we're done and I am happy to be finished up. So that is it. We're going to be moving on to build day number 9, and fingers crossed we get something a little bit nicer than this particular model, because this one was a tough run here on the bench. So until our next episode, you guys know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool. Hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday season. We're getting close to Christmas here, guys. So hope everything is going well, and we'll see you back here on build day number 9. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon.